po sa ating mga 1AIS4, 1AIS5, 1AIS6 at saka 1 SEDSOC 3 students. So, mag-a-advance recording lang tayo for our midterm lecture 1. So, after ino ito magawa, ipopost ko na ito kahit wala pa yung activity. So, please take note na lang na yung record ng inyong lecture for midterm lecture 1 is yung lesson 6 ng module. So, pa-take note na lang yan, ha? Okay po, so what is information technology? Basically, IT, yung kanyang acronym. So, ito yung anything na concerned sa technology at saka sa computing in general. So, regardless of what is stated here sa kanyang textbook definition, yun yung kanyang layman's term. And then we have two parts ng IT. Una po, computer technology at saka communication technology. Yung first one po ay basically yung pagtanggap ng data or yung pag-process ng data. And yung second one naman, ito yung telephony or yung connectivity part ng IT. Kasi due to IT or information technology, we are allowed now to have long distance communication, or we can contact other people without going there or without using other means kagaya ng Telegram or yung dito yung Telegram Telegram na Telegram, hindi yung app, and also through phone, lahat anything that we can use na hindi gagamit ng sulat or ng koreo. And we have here the common applications of IT. So again, I am asking everyone to please take note of these slides kasi pag lumabas na naman ito sa inyong activity 1, baka po ma-misinterpret natin or mislook natin. So please take note of these 4 aspects. So education, financial matters, health and medicine, and government and politics. And next slide natin, the definition of computer and its classification in hardware and software. So just to clarify po, a computer is anything that can have access to data and can process it into information, which is why counted as a computing machine ang smartphones ninyo and tablets kasi it's doing the same role as the laptop and the computer or the PC. We have here the different types of computers, so desktop and laptop, so dalawa. Pero ngayon po, classified na rin naman po ang smartphone and tablet. So yun lang yung difference niya. Ayan, as mentioned nga earlier. And also, we are also including servers. Why is servers relevant? Kasi ang server po natin, basically yun yung pinag-i-store natin ang lahat ng data na ating napaprocess while using computers. So we have here the other types naman. So ang notable notes dito ay yung smartphones nga natin, yung wearables natin, so yung inyong yung mga iWatch and any smartwatch na you have, and also game consoles kasi regardless of yung game na nilalaro ninyo, the moment that you save or the moment that you put a profile there or a character na bumuo kayo, counted siya dyan. And also yung mga smart TVs natin. So bakit siya relevant? Kasi you are allowed to put your account in Netflix or HBO Go or Disney Plus, tapos once na nalagay mo siya dun sa TV, once na in-access mo siya, makakapanood ka rin ng content. So basic concepts of a computer. So ito siya. So components, so motherboard, CPU, RAM, hard disk drive. So basically, a difference ng HDD tsaka SSD. Pag mabagal po mag-load, naka-HDD. Pag mabilis, naka-SSD. So yan yung SSD. Tapos ang itsura po ng SSD ay parang RAM lang. Mahaba lang siya na parang mahabang hindi naman film. Parang itsura niya RAM na mas mataba lang ng konti. Compared sa hard disk na parang parang Betamax tape. Tapos floppy disk drive naman, syempre, although nobody uses this anymore, siya yung mga napakaliliit na hindi naman maliit, medyo malaki na pwedeng storage device. Kasi ngayon, kung gagamit kayo ng storage device, lagay nyo na lang po sa mga phones ninyo as memory or as a flash drive or external hard disk, doon nyo na lang ilagay. Tapos optical CD and DVD and GPU. Ang pag sinabi pong GPU, yan po yung video card. And then ports. So ibig sabihin ng ports, lahat po ng pagsasaksakan nyo from HDMI port, USB port, yung sa charger ninyo or yung sa mga power cord, Tapos yung ano po, yung jack din natin for for headsets, counted po yan diyan. Tapos we have here the classifications that we have for input and output devices. So if you say input, papasok po yung yung information papasok dun sa computer. So once na mag-type kayo, may lalabas dun sa screen. So which is why ang keyboard ay kasama dyan. Kasi the moment you type a letter, for example letter A, the moment you type letter, ilalabas siya sa screen. Pag naman output devices, the moment you do a control P or print, lalabas yung kung ano yung tinype ninyo dun sa PC, palabas. Which is why counted dyan ang monitor, printer, at saka projector. Tapos yung reasons bakit ang speakers at saka earphone ay counted dyan kasi the moment that you click an audio file, magpe-play siya ng sound. Tapos yung sound na yun ay either lalabas through speakers or through earphones or headsets. So we have also here common devices and media for storing and transferring data. So medyo ano ito. So just please take note of this. So I'm assuming na kung pwede po kayong take down notes or you have your module open kasi laman naman ito, same naman ito ng laman pag kayo ay nagsasagot na ng quizzes natin or ng activity. Please take note and please do so para po wala pong nag-PPM dyan pag halimbawa puro letter A yung sagot nyo, yun pala letter D pala dapat. Tapos, take note as well, halimbawa, meron ako ditong 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So, I have 9 possible answers here. If I say na what are the common devices, tapos mention sila lahat, na dapat lahat sila magkakasama, tapos pinaghiwa-hiwala yung choices. So, please take note or please assume that the answer is none of the above. Kasi ang kailangan kong sagot, magkakasama silang lahat, hindi sila magkakahiwalay. So, what is a software? So, basically, software is anything that you install in your computers or in your smartphones. Tapos, yung operating system po, basically, siya yung platform kung saan nyo inilalagay yung inyong mga softwares. So whatever application that you have, kung platform siya or operating system siya, dun siya i-install para ma-access ninyo at ma-open. So application software naman po, these are the most essential softwares that we have. So dito yung mga pinaka-importante po ay yung mga mga Office programs. So, ibig sabihin Office programs, this is where you can do a word processor, a PowerPoint presentation, and an Excel file, which is why OpenOffice, LibreOffice, and Microsoft Office are bundled here. Tapos, antivirus software programs po, sila po yung mag-secure ng inyong operating system para hindi siya mapasok ng viruses, and web browsers po are needed to access the internet. So we have here other accessibility options po like voice recognition software, screen reader, magnifying tool, and on-screen keyboard. So most of these are also essential, although not as essential as the first three dun sa application software natin. And what is the difference between data and information? So data are basically anything that you input in your PC or anything that anything that is related to you. Pag sinabi na information, kapag po na-process na, halimbawa, I was able to create an online profile for you or kaya I was able to create a social media account for you, nagiging information siya. Kasi pinagsama-sama na natin yung inyong name, age, address, and yung mga social security numbers ninyo para makabuo ng profile. So pag naging profile na siya, information. Pag hiwa-hiwala yung ninyo, yung mga details ninyo, data pa lang yan. Okay, so what is misleading data? So basically, misleading data is any data that is processed wrong or any data that is anything na nagawa ninyong, hindi naman nagawa, anything na na process as wrong information. So possible din dito ang halimbawa, you deliberately change your name. Kunwari, gumagawa kayo ng profile sa social media. Yun pala burner or dump account ang ginagawa nyo. Ang nilagay ninyong pangalan, imbis na John J. So, counted yan as misleading data. Although, if you delve further on this, ang ending po ng misleading data natin is fake news or yung any article na mali yung content or misleading yung title pero yung content iba. Okay po. So, next naman natin ay information technology as a science. So, basically, best example po na or best way to explain information technology as a science is anything na technology related is counted as IT. Halimbawa, we have a smart ref. Merong components yan, nagagamit pa rin ng IT. Bakit po? Kasi you are now allowed to have your refrigerator connect to the internet as long as may Wi-Fi connection kayo sa bahay. Counted siya doon. So since umabot tayo sa point na parang more than computer siya, it can now be counted as a science kasi na siya kumbaga yung scope niya ay malawak na. Hindi na siya strictly confined sa isang discipline. Kumalat na po siya. Kasi pansinin niyo diyan dun sa ating definition, in computing, telecommunications and digital electronics. So the fact na tatlong avenue ang pwedeng i-count as information technology related device or information technology related appliances, maka-count siya as science. So, moral challenges of IT. So, best example po nito, if you can create something na possible na maging destructive or disruptive, ang ending natin po kasi, will you still create it or will you restrict yourself or will you restrain yourself? Ito yung concern kasi. Halimbawa, kaya kong gumawa ng website. Tapos ang ginawa ko, website ng kunwari ng BDO kaya ng landmark. Nagkunwari akong ganun siya. Tapos ang nangyari, trinay kong kunin yung mga information nung mga magla-login. Yun yung moral challenge ng IT kasi hindi porke marunong akong gumawa ng website, gagayahin ko yung website ng bangko. Tapos mag-phishing tayo. Yun siya. Okay po. So, I hope that you enjoyed this lesson as much as I enjoyed creating it. Tapos hopefully po yung inyong score sa mga activities ngayong midterm ay mag-improve drastically para hindi naman tayo nagmumukhang major subject. So, see you sa ating next lecture. Thank you guys. Maraming salamat po.